There is nobody that's going to come save you. I had to have that realization. Back when I was depressed, or I weighed 240 pounds, I was just waiting for somebody to come help me, to come save me. For years, I just waited and wallowed in my feelings, expecting somebody to come save me. And it never happened. It was me. Just like it's you that is going to change your life. Nobody can change or do it for you. Like when I look in the mirror, it was you who lost the weight. It was you who battled your thoughts and created a new identity for yourself. It was you that sat with yourself to get to know yourself. It was you who pushed and put in the work when nobody was watching to get the life that you want, to have the results that you want. When I go to the gym, there's nobody in the gym. I mean, there are people in the gym, but there's nobody. In my mind, it's just me. I'm alone in that gym and I'm just putting in the time. That's how it is. And I didn't know myself before. I never took the time. When do we as people actually take the time to sit down and get to know ourselves? We have our whole life with ourselves, but how many of us actually know who we are as a person? Like, I remember I had so many negative thoughts and I didn't know who I was. I was always trying to be somebody else or change myself to be like someone else to fit in with a group because I never knew who I was. I used to have to sit at a rock for a couple hours out of the day, like for months, and just sit with myself with no distractions and just hear my thoughts, figure out who I was. Like, hey, is this actually working for me? Like, what are my core values? What are my core beliefs? What do I believe true about myself? Like, who am I? Who am I at a deep core level? Do I know that? I had to figure that out. And then I realized all of the thoughts I were having is because I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I was at the deepest core, the deepest parts of myself and my identity. And because I sat with myself, I was able to change my identity. I was able to change my life. That's why I'm able to have a successful business. That's why I'm able to have the body that I have, is because the way I view myself is very positive, and I've created the identity that I want for myself. I don't have a lot of thoughts going through my head. I barely have any thoughts going through my head at all throughout the day, unless they're conscious thoughts that I choose. But that's because I sat with myself and I was able to work on my mind and work on myself and get myself to a place where I can be in the present moment. So when I interact with my clients, I interact through presence. I'm not sitting here thinking about what I'm going to say next because I got to know myself. I had a realization a long time ago, like if everybody in my life passed away, I would be okay because I know myself. I know who I am. I know that I'll be okay. I've been through the hardest times in my life, and I know that no matter what happens in my life, I'm going to be all right. I got me. I got me, baby. Do you got you? So sit with yourself and figure out who you are. It's important.